for...
Is it too not tight enough?
Why are we dropping frames right away?
Here, I'll let you.
Um,
Let me get my hair out of the way. Are we live?
we are live, or we are trying to be, but
Tighter?
I don't know if...
Here's some of your mess, Jeannie.
There we go.
I'm trying to make sure we are live to our... will you look now? Just because I'm concerned that... Oh, wait. We're there. Good morning. Welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Wednesday.
There's something missing here.
Those are where Jeannie's boobs aren't.
Yeah. There's something missing.
So we're trying something new. I've reconnected to Facebook on Streamlabs on our broadcasting profile. We're directly connected to our system. We can actually see you, which is a good thing. It did show some drop frames right upon connecting, but I think actually we're good. So we're hoping that this goes much more smoothly than it did before. From everything that we're seeing in the stream there, it looks good.
So I wanted to show you this.
I was so confused.
Because Michelle made this.
It showed me that we were...
Look at the embroidery. Isn't that cute? For you Disney lovers. And then I don't quite fill it out. It's got... Mine should be completely flat. There should be no
somebody gave
here.
Jeannie a sweater years ago, and it was somebody who was...
Should you even be telling? No, it's something I bought or you bought for me.
Or you got it at like a thrift store. Somebody had worn it.
Nobody had worn it.
It was brand new?
Yeah, it was
I thought somebody gave it to you.
Or it was an athletic wear top.
And Jeannie's like, this fits me weird.
I didn't even say that. Patrick just goes, it was supposed to be.
It was really baggy.
It was super baggy in the chest. And Patrick's like, is that where your boobs aren't? That's what he said to me. Is that where your boobs aren't?
Because, like, running...
I don't worry about running.
Jacks,
I don't worry about jumping jacks.
That's because she doesn't do either of them. She doesn't have to worry about running or jumping jacks.
Make sure my chair doesn't turn. Okay,
oh my God.
Look at this.
This is poor decisions.
So I think it's amazing. Michelle chose this design, and it matches perfectly with the fabric. How did you find that design, Michelle?
She created it, probably.
Where did you get the design? The embroidery design on the front.
I just searched Etsy for something that matched the fabric.
She searched Etsy and found this. Isn't that cute? No, this will not be a class. It's this was the fabric. You know, Michelle gets sent fabric, I think, and she got sent this and made this amazing apron. So beautiful. I wanted to show it to you. It's not going to be a class. You can't get the fabric. You can find the design on Etsy. But how adorable is that?
So, you know, our stream yesterday was so rough. I think we figured out the problem, or at least we figured out a solution. You guys just need to let us know if we're freezing and stuff like that. Hopefully we got things smoothed out. But, you know, one of the challenges that we face with things like live streams is the APIs. The way that we interface with the platforms will change. And so sometimes we have to change settings or we have to reconnect or something like that. They don't necessarily make us aware of that. So it was the fact that we were struggling and having issues with the stream that was the very indication that we were having any kind of problem.
I don't want to share it with you.
She doesn't want to share it with me.
Well, because
she doesn't even drink coffee.
I'm a coffee drinker. It tastes like, do you guys remember International Coffees?
Oh my God. She put so much sugar.
We did a house call this morning, so they made us coffee. Jeannie made us coffee. Jeannie did.
Thank you, Jeannie.
Yeah, thank you, Jeannie. And we don't have cream at our house. She's like, do you want cream and sugar? And the thing with sugar was like a ladle. So they just kept pouring it in. It was like so much sugar. But it's like an international coffee. Do you even know about this, Shauna? Shauna doesn't even know what international coffees is. Do you guys remember that? I used to...
International coffee creamers, right? Like,
I think it was
international.
all...
It was like powdered.
It was, yeah. And you bought it in like the tin. So
They all know what it is.
Shauna doesn't know. She knows Dutch Bros.
Yes.
I-
Tim Hortons and Starbucks and.
I talked yesterday. How do you know
I
Tim
feel like
Hortons?
you should.
When were
I
you
feel
in
like
Canada?
you should sit here
I went
because
to
the ladies
Canada,
like to see
like,
you,
a
and
lot
you're.
when I was a kid.
Oh,
And
did
you're,
you?
You're in the. I feel like you should sit
I like
here so
hiding
the
over here
ladies.
and just being like, nah.
So
You could do like this. In the,
I talked yesterday about the fact that the guys were literally just a couple of days out. It was incredibly busy in the store yesterday. I talked about the fact that we had a customer that was like, I'll be there Thursday. And I was like, I can't promise you that we're still only going to be a couple of days out by Thursday. I mean, you've got a couple of days to get me machines, to get them back within a week for sure. But at the pace at which
Everything's coming in.
are we all
everything's
frozen?
coming in, I don't know. At the pace at which
coming in?
everything's coming in, we are, we're frozen again.
Uh-oh.
No.
So we're not showing an overwhelming amount of drop frames though.
On my phone, when you started, it looked totally smooth.
Let me look
Yeah.
here.
So don't start. Have her look on her phone. Don't do that.
I can't get in.
Okay. Oh, okay. Got it.
Don't log into Facebook.
No, it's not.
No,
That-
I'm trying
that-
to get something
okay.
for
It was
Mrs.
short,
Bell.
not here, not frozen. Okay. Yeah, and it's funny because we have with our dashboard, it'll actually show us what's happening, and we did show some drop frames, but
I had like 65
it
compromised
is,
participants, so I
like
spent
literally
like
we drop 5 to 7% of frames almost every stream. Like we were dropping 25, 30, 40% frames on Facebook yesterday. So it does sound like it's the problem's not on our end right now, but we're gonna watch that. Question about whether or not we're still quarantining machines. We are definitely not doing same day service. The idea is to quarantine machines for 3 days. Yesterday, somebody came in and asked how quickly I'd get them a machine back, and my response to them was 3 days, basically only because of quarantine. But turnaround is still very fast. It's just a lot of machines showed up yesterday. Like probably 18 to 20 machines came in yesterday.
Happy New Year.
That if that continues, so done an incredibly good job in keeping us up to date.
That's our
So
next question.
yeah, that's good. So do you want to talk deal of the day, or do you have announcements?
I don't think I have any announcements. We do have that upgrade class that's going to be on Friday. You need to pick up your yarn or have your yarn ready for that. And that's going to be for the couching, and you need to have your panel prepared. So just make sure that you, if you have any questions, that you ask them before. Don't be calling me Friday morning. Make sure you reach out before then. And there is that accessory class too. So the accessory class is going to be on the 7th in the morning, 10 to 1 o'clock. Good morning. Oh, Technique Tuesday.
We're doing Technique Wednesday.
You know what's so funny? Patrick was getting the video up, and I was like, oh, let's just not do it because we're just showing you the video. And then I go, they won't remember.
I'm like, they're going to ask for it. They're going to be like, where's Technique
Just
Tuesday?
because I don't remember doesn't mean you're not going to remember.
I knew
These
you
ladies
ladies
have
would
a much
remember.
better memory than I do.
Embroidery unit with an embroidery machine. And this is my answer to that. There's actually very, very little that we can do to those embroidery units. I mean, they can be cleaned. But it's literally like a drop or two of oil. You don't want to put a lot of lubrication in those units because lubrication can collect dust, and given that they ride below the fabric, you kind of want to avoid that. So what I've always told folks is bring me your embroidery unit if you feel like
Is there a class this afternoon?
There's a class right now.
Maybe we can call her and push it out till
did I
You gotta get in. Like,
Oh, did Jeannie, did you tell Becky I thought her email address was
Yes.
funny? I was like, did I say your email address? That's so funny. I saw your email last night when I was sending that video, and I'll talk about that in a second. But I was like, oh, that is such a funny email. I can't even remember what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Anyways, regarding that email, the Sparkle email, you guys are about to see a part of that. But for those of you taking the class, we actually re-edited the video.
I had to add something in.
Oh, the embroidery arm. Don, there's really very little that I would
Focus.
recommend that you guys would do.
Just bring it if it's squeaky.
Because it's actually, there's a system to getting it apart and back together, and that's one of those things. If you break those tabs, that is a big repair. And there are tabs in there. There's actually very, very little that you can do. It's if the unit is squeaking that I'd recommend bringing it in, or if the unit's making noise, or, sometimes the units will feel very hard to push. We've seen some pretty amazing stuff stuck in the embroidery unit. So generally I don't need those for service. What I tell them, we'll blow them out. It's a single drop of oil on 2 different rails, and that's all we do. So unless there's a problem, we generally don't recommend bringing them in. It's just one more thing for us to manage. So if your embroidery unit's squeaking, bring it in. We'll take care of it. But there's no recommended maintenance that I'd recommend that people do on their own, because there are tabs. There's kind of a system to get things apart, and you'd be amazed. It's funny because people will bring me machines, and I'll look at the machines, and the machine's totally not back together correctly. That's how I know the machine was taken apart. And so you can't fudge that. You can't fudge that.
We
and
know.
Things like the embroidery unit, it's funny. So I took apart and put back together somebody's embroidery unit yesterday and fixed something really, really quickly. And the person was watching really closely, and her comment when I was done was, I'm glad I didn't do that. Like, I never would have gotten that. Because there's all these little things that if you didn't know were there, it's like the first time you do it, the second time you do it, the third time you do it, you're like, why doesn't this go back? Why doesn't this line up? Little tabs, little holes, stuff like that. So, needle threader, as long as the guys aren't totally buried, I can get that done. Generally, maybe you drop it off and come back an hour later. Rebecca, if it's squeaking, then bring it in. The other thing too, though, is a lot of times, and it's funny because it's good to talk about this. A lot of times people have a difficult time recognizing, or what they think is a squeak is the embroidery frame moving against the base of the machine. So, things like magnetic hoops sound differently than standard hoops, stuff like that. But when in doubt, bring it in. I answered that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So, regarding the video for the ladies doing the blanks class, we re-edited and added a note to that last night. And we went to bed early last night, or at least I did.
I didn't go to bed early.
When I went to sleep, I scratch marks from the embroidery arm. So I'll talk about that in a second too. When I went to sleep, I left my computer plugged in. I left it open. The video had transcoded, and I was uploading it to YouTube. I'm not sure why, but obviously my computer went to sleep last night and did not finish the upload. it's uploading right now, and it's uploading. It's uploading now, and it's like 60, 80, 90% done. It's already been shared with you guys. And when it finishes uploading and it finishes processing on YouTube, you will get an email from YouTube with a link to the video. So it's in process, but for whatever reason, it didn't actually complete last night. Scratch marks from the embroidery arm. So scratch marks, and it's funny, I wouldn't call those scratch marks. I'd call them more, it's marring the shiny surface of the machines. Something that will be noticed is that a lot of the newer generation machines have a matte finish. Jeanne, who has like 9 million stitches on her Luminaire.
I do not. I just got my Luminaire.
Or your other Luminaire.
I had like 6.
6 million
or 7.
stitches. You could not even see.
Another reason, ladies, to get the Luminaire
You
or the
could not
Solaris.
even see that anything had been used. The finish that they're putting on the newer generations of machines does not mar.
They have that matte
that
finish, and it is so nice because we would have
people that, like, it was funny. We would have people that would do like a project for Christmas that were doing like Noel or something. And at the end of the project, you would see Noel scratched into the surface of the machine or marred into the surface of the machine. That was just the nature of the shiny finish. But that is changing. And Donna Coleman has the, doesn't Donna have the Solaris?
Hey, Donna. So, Shauna just found that design.
She said she saw that.
Oh, did you see that? I was here last night trying to ship something out, and I was looking for a box. So I had this design in my hand, running around the store. Well, at some point, I put it down, and then I looked for it for an hour. I tried to retrace my steps. I was like, maybe I dropped it in the trash can. Shauna just found it. And of course, it's in the most random place. And now that you say that, I was looking for a box over there. It was like over in the corner on the ground.
So let's talk deal of the day. How do you want to do deal of the day?
Oh, deal of the day is up. So an OESD. So if you did your OESD order, I think we fulfilled most of it, but some things I'm gonna have to order. We're gonna get that sent off today. So if there's still any OESD you want, you can email me. But we did that at 30% off. So deal of the day today is, if you did the placemat class with me, it was so much fun. Well, maybe I'm the only one that had so much fun.
Now, all the ladies told me after the fact, they were
liked
like,
it?
oh my God, that placemat class was so fun.
It was so much fun, and it's kind of like mindless fun. Like, you don't have to think too much. You're not measuring. We just use jelly rolls, I think, for a lot of us. So I wanted to have my sample.
Who wants to think anyways?
Who wants to think? Thinking is overrated. I just want to be like, duh, and sit at my sewing machine. Duh. I'm just kidding. We weren't doing that. But we were just...
I like that. Duh.
It's a great project to do with, like...
I got in trouble for saying that to her not that long ago.
What'd you say to me?
You don't remember? I was like, you made a comment about something that you'd done, and I was like, you were like, duh. And you were so mad at me. I feel like I'm in like a constant state of having somebody angry at me.
What? I'm only
She's
angry.
never angry at
I'm
me,
only
right,
angry
Jeanne?
at him like half the time.
Only half.
Because he doesn't do what he's supposed to do sometimes.
She can't have the lion and the lamb.
That has nothing to do with being a lion and a
Oh,
lamb.
It has everything to do with being a lion and a lamb.
I'd rather have the lion. Right, baby?
She likes the lion.
You guys gagging. These are the conversations we have when it's just the two of us, too. I do. I like the lion. Anyways, so these are June Taylor. I'm in love with them. This is the quilt as you... Well, the whole thing is I wanted to have my sample, and like I don't have it still. I will have a sample. This will be a class. This is the June Taylor Can you read it, Patrick? The 3 shopper bags or something?
That is the Quilt As You Go sew by number set of 3 shopper totes.
And it comes with the fabric that you're going to sew directly on.
And make sure that you don't put this bag over your head.
That's the
because it's a suffocation hazard.
Oh my God! It literally says that. This bag is not a toy.
Put the bag over your head.
To avoid dangerous suffocation, keep this bag away. No, it just says from babies, children. Do not use in a crib, bed, carriage, or playpen. Tear up bag before throwing away. There's a whole warning on here. But
we'll reuse the bag in our house.
No, we won't. Not this one. Hey, Sandy, good to see you. I have more stick. This is the plastic part that goes down on the bottom of the bag. Isn't it nice to just have your shopper bags when you go to the store and you can have your own bags? And now you can make super cute ones. The one we're gonna.
Can I pick whose head to put it over?
You know what, Donna? Yes, you can. But I don't want to read about you in headline news. So maybe nobody's head. We're gonna do this one. This one right here, because it is jelly roll friendly, meaning all of it's going to be 2.5-inch strips, and I really love that. I love this one because it has the pocket, but then you're gonna that would involve having to cut a piece of fabric. And so
let's do this really fast so we can start.
So this is going to be the daily deal. I think it's 20% off on the website, and we're going to be doing this. Like I said, we will be doing this for a class. They're so much fun. If you haven't done one of these June Taylor things, they're so much fun.
And then we've promised you some clearance.
We're doing featured product too. Featured product is...
Oh, man.
Because this is... I don't know if it's new. Sometimes I don't know about stuff, and I have customers that order it, and then they tell me about it, and I go, how come I didn't know about that? But this is the micro quilting foot. This is for long arms. So this is going to be if you have a crown jewel or a regalia, a tiara, a regent. So either the sit down or
Coronet.
the stand up long arm machines. And it's a micro quilting foot. Don't you love it? Look how little and itty bitty and tiny that is. So it's a featured product. That means it's not a deal of the day, but that is on the website too. And if you have one of those machines, then you got to have this foot. I was like, wow, and I took one of those home. All right. Thank you, Miss Diane Reed. Oh, I won't allow your own bags.
And so how is this going to work?
Every month I get the Anita Good designs. I get one of each of them with as an owner here. So we're just going to clear them out at 50% off. So I think what we're going to do is every day, it's not on the website. I only have one of each of them.
Is that going to be for the remaining portion of this week? Or?
Yeah, so we'll clear these out. I'm going to just look at your comments. So if you want it, you just make a comment. Whoever makes the comment first, I'm going to put your name on it. Patrick's going to do it. He's going to put your name on it.
So the first one, just because we've got to get moving.
Yeah. So this is normally $69.99. It's going to be on sale for $35, $34.99.
Aren't these the paid in full ones though?
Okay, so get that masking tape. And it's going to be on the Serengeti. So if you love Serengeti animals, what's the Serengeti?
If you love African safari animals. Here.
He's so much better at describing it than me. These are the designs. I'll do that. These are the designs. If you've always wanted to stitch out a mountain gorilla, or a baboon or a crocodile. Oh, I want the one that has, oh wait, I was like, okay, so this is going to be, and it's a full collection. So the full collections are normally $69.99. So we're just going to do them at
just do them for
off.
$30.
What? I don't want to lose money.
All right, so $34.
$34. No takers? No, nobody wants the safari animals, and I'll look for your feed. So if you decide you want to do, you want something in the feed, this one's new. This is called New Nouveau. Is that how you say it?
Nouveau.
New Nouveau. This is in this month's issue. It's a full collection too. It's $69.99. What do you call this period of time? Is this like Renaissance? Is this the 20s?
This is kind of Renaissance, yeah.
So this is the Renaissance one. And that, just shout it out. You can just, and maybe we'll have to put them on the website. I will buy the all access. I don't have
Yeah,
the
we
all
don't have
access.
the all
These
access.
are going to be the individual
the
designs.
individual designs.
So
from-
this one is, it's called Sketchy Style Stitches. And it's Cherub's 12. So this is also a full collection. And I like this because it'll stitch out fast. It is like line work, red work. There's some that have colors in them, but a lot of them are just going to be, aren't they cute?
New patchwork animal.
Oh, Patchwork Animals. Okay, Karen Roselli. This one's Karen Roselli. Sorry, yeah, if you know ones that are in it, I guess you could just let me know, or if there's any designs that you want to let me know for the past 2 years. I think I've been getting these for 2 years, and we just don't even have them on the wall, so I think you don't even know that they're available. This one's really cute. Outhouses, and you've got to get this one. This one's a full collection, and it took them a while to put this one together, but it's outhouses, and it is so adorable. Look at all the little outhouses. I mean, how great would that be if you did this? Just put up a little wall hanging in your bathroom. So this is outhouses.
June Taylor kit bag.
It was $25.99 or $24.99, and then 20% off. So here's outhouses. No takers on outhouses. Butterflies from. I'll have to find that one for you, Myra. So, you know what? And we will put these on. We'll put these on the site at half off because maybe you'll change your mind. This one is, this is a project collection. So it's $34.99 and it'll be half off. Okay, Judy Hayden wants the outhouses.
Outhouses.
This is Vintage Trucks. It is a project, meaning it's $34.99 and it's going to be half off. Outhouses Lindy, that went to Judy, but she's your bud. So maybe she will... Not sure, but you know. And this is the Vintage Truck signs. And here are all the designs on it. Oh, you know what this is? Okay, so this is you make the truck, right? And then you can make the toppers and change them out. So see on the very top, so you can change them out for the holidays. And so you can hang this up year round. And then you're just going to change out the very top things that go on the very... So these are all the trucks. Okay, Stephanie Boyk wants the truck design. Quilt on a Cloth. This one is really cute too. Sorry, Donna, that one went to Stephanie. If you do want any of these designs, I'll do 30% off. You'll get a digital download. So if you want the truck one, the one in the store is 50% off. If you want the truck one, I'll do them at 30% off, and you'll get it as a digital download. So will you put their names on, and I'll contact them, Donna, Melinda,
let's
and
just
Kathy.
look at the feed. I got to get to work.
This
at
one
some point.
it's called Quilt on a Clothesline. It's a full collection. It's $69.99, so half off of that. And it makes this like quilt where you have it long. You know, you do all the quilts. Look how adorable the quilts are. So they're going to be little mini embroidered quilts, and then you would just stitch them out. It even has like a sashing design right here, which is so cute. So this is Quilts on a Clothesline. Any takers for this one? Quilts on a Clothesline. So cute. I'm going to put that one down.
Hang on.
Okay, Stephanie.
So Stephanie. All right, so that's all we're doing right now because we got to move on. We have things to do.
We do?
Yeah, and so ladies, we're going to basically cover this stuff with you guys.
That was fun. I want to do more.
You'll get more of that tomorrow, but we need to be more efficient in our presentation because we need.
Did we have poor presentation?
No. We just need
Cora
to work.
wants the wild animals. We just have to work. Yeah.
We just have to.
Cora. All right, we're gonna call you for payment for those, and then we'll just do it.
You can actually, if you're picking them up in the store, you can just come pick them up. It's better and easier for us to manage
if
that
you want
too.
to look at all of these that we're gonna go through, and we were doing them at 40, and now we're just gonna do them all at half off.
So that's what we'll do the next couple of days. Is we'll go through that at 50% off, but they're in the store at 50% off as well. So you can come in and
We
kind
had
of.
them at 40, but let's just clear them out.
You can go through them and figure that out, and we'll go through the feed and reach out to folks. That's what we should do, is go through the feed and reach out to folks and see if you want the digital download at 30% off. We'll do that. So on to Technique Tuesday.
Oh, I forgot about that. So
You're gonna have to manage this and do an intro. Meaning you can't get up and work. You need to pay attention and end the stream when it's over.
So Technique Tuesday, all we're gonna do is show you how to put fairy lights in. So it's a demo from it's a video. Can Shauna call me? Yes, Shauna can call you, Pam. Let me write it down because I'll forget. And if I forget and she doesn't call you, call the store. But let me. Is there anything for me to write on?
I'm just gonna email it to her.
Yeah, so it's a demo using the Perfect Punch, which is going to be the tool from OESD, and it's their eyelet punch, and I'm just putting the fairy lights in the sparkle tote bag, because some people have asked, how do you do that? I think I use the 2mm, so if you're using the Perfect Punch, I should have grabbed one. It has the eyelet sizes, the holes, you can do them in different sizes, and I think I use the 2mm one. And you just like screw it and unscrew it to put it together.
So do we have the new font
New
one?
fonts wasn't in there. Yeah, sorry, new fonts was never in there. Oh, but there are some really cute ones.
All right, so we're going to cover this over the next handful of days, and this will be kind of the clearance type stuff that we'll be doing over the next couple of weeks.
Fun?
All right, so
I love clearance.
Technique Tuesday. Window, video capture, device. There. And let's go here.
Here we go. From the front side. And right here it says, turn toe to the back, use fine point scissors, poke a hole in each eyelet. Be careful not to cut the satin stitches. And then beginning with the light closest to the battery pack, bend wire to create a point. So I'm actually going to go from the front. Make sure your strap does not curl under. And I can feel my block underneath. And so do they hear me?
Yeah.
So I've been using that wooden block. Isn't that nice?
Do you know how to get back to your video?
No.
So, and then you'll come back live if you need me. Call me.
So how much easier is it using this eyelet punch tool? Can you grab that eyelet punch tool for me? Than using a pair of scissors. So it's in by the OESD stuff. So the punch, I think the punch is $19.99. I love this tool. If you don't have this and you have a baby lock or a brother, there is an orange handled eyelet tool that comes with the machine. It comes with almost all the machines.
Did you have a good vacation? I enjoyed my time. Okay.
Oops. Make sure if it doesn't go all the way. And do you see right here? You can see there. I don't know if you see they're coming out. I'm just kind of tapping this down. It'll kind of push them up and out. So I was just tapping it. Whoops. No, why that comes out of there too, but sometimes it does. Okay, so I am set. Those eyelet holes are all done. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put in the fairy lights. So it says right here, begin with the light closest to the battery pack, bend wire to create a point. So here are our fairy lights. Here's my battery pack down here. This is what you have to pull out to make it work. And let's unravel these. I see lots of fairy lights in our future. Fairy lights are kind of like glitter. They just make everything so much cuter, don't they? Okay. So we're gonna start with these nearest the battery pack, and let's see if it tells us where they want us to start with them. So push light from the back of the project through the eyelet, turn to the front, pull light through the eyelet, straighten wire. So it does not say, but I'm gonna start down at the bottom part. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna start down here. Let's move the block out of the way. And okay, so once you put it through, once you have your point, you put it through. I like to grab it and twist it at the base of the light, kind of like that.
This is so soothing.
And then
So
that way it makes
somebody's
it kind of
husband
fat.
said it was horrible. They don't know
Do the
how they
next
can
one.
stand this.
So make it a point just to get it through. And then open it up and there we go. On to the next one.
So you ladies don't need to watch this whole thing because I think there's, I don't know, maybe 20 fairy lights. Yeah, actually, exactly 20 fairy lights. So I won't make you watch the whole thing. But I just grab it by the light afterwards. I undo the point and grab it by the light afterwards and twist underneath the light. So the light is kind of horizontal. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that off so you don't have to watch that whole thing. Uh-oh. Did I do it wrong? How do I do it? Window capture? Patrick, I don't know how to switch this back. Patrick?
You just have to make it fat.
Zoom
so it
window
doesn't come
capture.
back.
Nope. Audio. Video. Patrick? Do you guys see Patrick? Can you grab him for me? Because I can't. Or Shauna, do you know how to get back to the video?
Just turn the whole thing off. Turn it back on.
I pushed. You said to hit window capture? But it.
No, hang on.
You didn't mention that.
Well,
You didn't. You just told me to hit that one button.
but then you can hit that. And
Oh my God, that's way more complicated. He just told me I had to hit this one button, and that was like 3 steps.
Well, okay.
So, that's how I do the fairy lights. I think the key is the perfect punch, which is awesome. And remember I told you it has these heads in different sizes. If you don't have this, you can use, this is the eyelet punch. This comes with like every Baby Lock and Brother machine. And I probably had it for, have you ever used it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've never
I'm not
used
the
it.
only one that ever uses it, but yeah.
Michelle was the only one that ever used this. I probably had one for a decade and never used it until I did a Kimberbell project. But this is an eyelet punch too, and you see it has that little hole. It's a tiny one. But this is the first, when I did the Boulevard pillow, this is what I used. I was like, oh, I'm going to use the eyelet punch. I love this one. If this happens to you, my metal ring on the very top, this part right here, I went to use it and fell right off. It's purely cosmetic. I just tossed mine in the trash and just kept using it. But if that happens to you, let me know, and I can get you a replacement. And then the fairy lights. We showed these off yesterday, but now Kimberbell is selling their fairy lights, and they come in a 2-pack, and it's $7.99. So this is what you have in your kit if you are doing that sparkle tote. I think that's it. If you want to do the sparkle tote, I think I have like 5 more kits, something like that. So reach out. It's on the website. You can just go ahead and purchase it on the website. And that's all, folks. Have a great day. Be creative. Make something awesome.